All right. Hey, everybody. Sitting here with Rich Ward of Stuck Mojo, Fozzy, Adrenaline. Is that the name of the other band?
Adrenaline Mob and Danger Danger, of course, were my most infamous band of all time. And yeah, of course. But just awesome to be here here at the Uproar energy drink from, I think the Uproar is the new energy drink that Chris and I are actually starting. And it's going to be the newest thing on the market. It's going to have pure crack cocaine in it. It's going to be amazing.
So then you could compete with Raymond Herrera from former Fear Factory, because he actually has a drink called cocaine.
He does?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that, but cocaine is actually an expensive drug, whereas crack cocaine is more for our lower middle class, market share. So that's what we're really going for. It's the people's drink. You know what I mean?
All right. So now, so much to talk to, because you have so much going on. It seems like always. How you keep the energy, I have no idea. Maybe you are, overdoing it on the energy drinks or something. But so we talked about 6 months to a year ago. You guys got the new album coming out. How's it been going?
Been great. Chris and I have been exchanging lyrics and musical ideas now back and forth for the last couple of months, and we're now just at that point where the record is starting to take shape. No recording yet, but just those rough demo ideas, and I really think it's going to be, well, every band always says that their next record is going to be their best one, but in our case it is. And it's going to be, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that this is our relationship as a songwriting team with Chris and I. We haven't gotten to that point where anything gets tired or we're in a rut. We're really we're at that point where actually I feel like we're at our most creative, where the ideas are gelling together. We know who each other is as writers, and I think there's a huge trust factor from both of us now. Chris hands me the lyrics and says, "These are my children. Please behave and take care of them, and do them well." And vice versa when he sings, over the riffs and the musical ideas. I know, when I'm working with his lyrics, I know how to shape the songs to best fit who he is as an artist and as a singer. And I think that's the real key to any writing partnership, is being very clear on who each other are, not trying to force someone to be something they're not. You know what I mean? Like saying, we shouldn't sit down and say, we're going to make this kind of record or this kind of record. We know who we are as musicians, and we're just going to make a Fozzy record.
Now, when we talked, I can't remember, 6 months to a year ago, I asked the question, what are the chances of doing a coast-to-coast Fozzy tour? And your answer was, well, Chris Jericho has, his wrestling thing, and we're probably just going to do, spot shows here and there. Here you are on the Uproar tour. How did the planets align to get you guys on here?
Well, the planets aligned when some members of Sevendust had a criminal record that wouldn't allow them into Canada. So Sevendust was supposed to be on the Canadian leg of the tour, and today, and Canada, those goody two shoes that they are up there. If you happen to be involved in drugs or DUIs, they don't want you. And so I don't know who in the band had some problems with the law, but nonetheless, I mean, if you're in a rock band and you haven't had a run-in with the law, you're probably either in Striper or no good. So so the long story short is, we were just blessed to be able to have the opportunity to step in their shoes and play these 3 shows. Now, as you know, because I'm sure you keep up with the Fozzy, as most people around the world do. Now Chris is not wrestling full-time. He is a full-time rock and roll superstar, and as that has kind of become the focus of his life, it's allowed us to be able to do these coast-to-coast tours now, and allows us to do a lot more than we used to be able to. Because before it was Chris the wrestler and Rich from Stuck Mojo come together and play in their favorite metal band, Fozzy. And now Mojo is not an active band, and wrestling is not an active career for Chris, and so it allows us to, be focused on the Fozzy band.
Now, as he finally, is able to put more time into Fozzy, you go and join a band with Mike Portnoy. So now, how are you going to balance Fozzy and Adrenaline Mob?
Well, actually, it was Chris's suggestion to do it, because Chris and Mike are best buds. And Chris texted me one day and said, "Hey, man, you got to call me. Mike is, is putting a new band together, and they're looking for a meat and potatoes riff, metal rhythm guy, and they wanted somebody that's like a James Hetfield or a Scott Ian, something along those lines, and that was a perfect fit for me. And going into it, Portnoy was clear that a lot of, like, Russell Allen has Symphony X, and he was clear that Paul DeLeo has a full-time gig, and so because Adrenaline Mob is a new band without a record deal, it's a band kind of doing baby steps right now, and so it's more about building the album and figuring out where it's going to be. So right now, I think everyone in that band is just kind of in a wait and see what's going on with it, like you would most side projects. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess it's like the Damn Things is for Scotty, and at some point, Anthrax is his baby, and when he has time, he does the Damn Things, and they have a great time doing it, and I think that's where Adrenaline Mob fits in for me.
So how is the music with Adrenaline Mob coming, and how soon till we get a full length, and are you guys going to worry with the record label, or are you guys just going to do the DIY thing?
I don't think that's been decided at this point. The last that I've heard from management was the band is shopping a deal. The band initially felt like we needed to probably go to a major label because the band would like to exploit opportunities in radio, which you can't do, on a DUI, a DUI or a do-it-yourself deal. So and the truth be told is, like, I'm the new guy in the band that came in just to come in and do the tour, and I've written a couple of songs for the new record, for the full length. So I have participated in some form, but just like with Fozzy and with Stuck Mojo, the nucleus of the band is based, like in Fozzy, is based on Chris and I. The Adrenaline Mob, the nucleus, is based on Russell and Portnoy, the guys there. So I'm just kind of like the mercenary up front, just cutting heads and stuff and letting them march in after the victory has been waged.
Okay. All right. Well, we actually have another interview coming up in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to tie it up here. But do you have any last words for the fans of all the bands you're in, or just the viewers of Rock My Monkey TV?
Really, the only thing I have to say is thank you for taking the time with us to come say hey and support the Foz. We'll have a new record out next year, and of course we expect you to buy it, only because it will be better than anything else that's out there available, and obviously so you'd want to have it, and you'd want to hold it and sleep with it at night and caress it and call it.
Kick the wife out of bed and just snuggle up to Fozzy?
I would say so.
That's just going to disturb my dreams for weeks. All right, keep watching some more episodes of Rock My Monkey TV.